Hey guys, Joe here, and here I am to talk to you about how strong I feel Yoshi is in the current meta. Now, Yoshi has been a pretty talked about character for quite a while, but I don't want to put my stance on his power right here, right now. Well, let's get to the start. Yoshi to me seems like a very strong fighter that could have a chance to become one of the best fighters in the entire game if more people would play him. He has so much going for him, and I feel like he does have immense power. The only real problem about Yoshi is that he is very hard to get into and very hard to master, and he doesn't have the quickest result. You'll have to put in cold, hard time into this guy to get wins, but if you do put in the time, then you won't be disappointed by his end result. But now to specifics. Well, the first specific thing I want to talk about is his combo game. I would dare say that Yoshi has one of the best combo games in the entire game, but that it is super hard to pull off. It requires reads to be used correctly, and it isn't really way too reliable. A lot of his combos can be DI'd in a certain way, and the Yoshi player will really have to read that DI in order to deal maximum damage output. His combo game is really solid if you can read the enemy and get your starters to your combos like Nair, up air, or up tilt, but often it can be a little bit hard to start and to keep going. The next thing is that Yoshi owns some smashes that can come out very quick and have insane knockback and damage. He can often combo into these for some simple damage or to finish off an opposing stock to boot. He doesn't really have trouble ending stocks with just his smashes, but along with his smashes he also does have some other killing moves such as down B or his forward air. His arsenal is quite expansive and it gives him many very hard hitting attacks to finish off a foe. Now if you somehow can't happen to get a kill with any of these kill moves, then you may be able to get a simple edge guard instead, and Yoshi really excels at those. He has many ways to get people off the stage initially, such as his grab release into jab, or just an air, or even a back air, but after they are off the stage, Yoshi can actually jump after them and send them into the Shadow Realm with a fair bowling ball dunk. He can use his multi-hit back air, or he can just jump off stage and use his neutral air over and over again to hit a foe just far enough away so that they cannot recover back onto the stage. He has many ways to kill off stage like this, and this really does help him in quite a few matchups. After that, I also need to mention that Yoshi is actually a pretty dang heavy fighter. He initially looks pretty light, but in all reality, he is quite a bit of weight on his side. This lets him live much longer than most other high tiers, which usually have much lighter weights with them. Along with that weight, Yoshi also owns a recovery equal to many other top tiers in this game. He may not have an up B that sends him very far, but he does have a second jump with extreme height on it and super armor. This essentially makes him get back to the stage most of the time free of charge. It's a very simple but strong way to get back onto the stage. So he may not really have a recovery with his up B, but what he does have makes up for it for the most part. You'll be able to send out your eggs over and over again, close or far, up right next to you, or far away in front of you. If used correctly, you can spam these things out very nice for very defensive pressure, or you can use them to somewhat camp, but you might also want to use these eggs to go in and force the opponent to shield, and then from there you can go for a grab or for a jab, or just be ready for when the opponent releases their shield. His up B generally puts him at an advantage, so I'd say it's pretty worthwhile and really is a good part of his kit. As for another very strong special, he has his lick. Now this is a pretty simple command grab, but it comes out without way too much delay, and you can get a free up smash on an opponent if you do hit them with the lick, or you can wait until they get out of the egg and then go for a quick combo. Overall, very quick and easy, but very strong move. The final good thing about Yoshi is that he can play defensively or offensively or somewhere in the middle. Most of your attacks have a long range, but low lag. This means that you can send them out over and over and over again in defense, and that can stop opponents from approaching, but while on offense, you can use your low ending lag on most of these to trick up a foe, or just beat their frame data in general. You have very great frame data, so you can go offensively and defensively. These multiple ways of play really put him ahead of much other fighters in the end, and give him a huge advantage. Finally, what is wrong with him? Well, of course, he doesn't have a traditional recovery, so he can be gimped that way. His combos are a little bit unreliable, and he does have a pretty slowish grab, but these really aren't true negatives because with great play, you can get over these pretty easily, but for the average player, you'll really have to deal with these a lot. So in general, how strong do I feel Yoshi is? Well, in my opinion, I feel like he could have a spot in the top 3 if way more people picked him up. As it is right now, he has very few players and almost no time to shine. I feel like if he got a lot more support, then he could easily thrive in the current meta, but he's still fine as it is right now. He's a little bit hard to pick up, so I wouldn't say just try to pick him up and instantly win, but of course, he is a pretty strong character. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy the video, then make sure to smash that like button and comment down below what you think of Yoshi. As a side note, there is a link in the description that will lead you to a page that will allow you to submit your best moments as Cloud, and I will compile those into a video made by viewers like you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.